What's going on, my ASVAB party people? Anderson here, your ASVAB coach, and I really hope you're having a good day today so far. I want to thank you for first clicking on this video because, well, I love helping people succeed, and I thank you for choosing me to help you be part of that. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and go over this word knowledge problem. And before we get started, I really want to remind you that word knowledge is not a game of chance. I know it might feel like that. I know it might feel like you're just trying to get lucky and get easy words on it. But here's the thing. The way to make the words easy is to expand your vocabulary. Plain and simple. You know, I really see so many people trying to memorize a list of words that they got from a friend of a friend of a friend who says that those words might be on the test, and that's a lie at best. It's a lie at best. At worst, they're misleading you because the thing is there's so many different versions of the test that you cannot guarantee that you're going to get that set of specific words. No possible way. So I want to just make a quick announcement, and I want everybody to stop trying to do that, hoping and wishing for the best when you have all the power in the world to get this done without all of that stress and hoping and wishing falsely. So remember, getting a good score on the word knowledge depends on you expanding your vocabulary, expanding your natural vocabulary. So what I'm saying is, don't just memorize a bunch of words and then forget them in like 5 days. Actually learn the words. I guarantee you, if you expand your vocabulary, you'll get a higher score naturally on the ASVAB when it comes to the word knowledge. So let me go ahead and show you an example here of a sentence question with word knowledge. But before I do, as a reminder, we do have classes that you can get with recordings, with all the practice you need, and the support from a coach all the way until you pass at the lowest price that you'll find anywhere else. And that's a guarantee. So with that said, my party people, go ahead and check out my program. The link to it is right there at the bottom left corner. Check that out, asvab.info/prep, or click the link in the description of this video to go ahead and watch a video on how it works. Long story short, you get everything you need to pass the ASVAB, including all of the classes and recordings in case you can't make them. You get all the support you need by being able to text me whenever you have questions, and you get thousands of extra practice problems, video solutions, worksheets, flashcard sets, all of it organized for you to make studying as easy as possible, making it so that all you have to do is give effort instead of being confused on what to look for, how to study. It's all lined up for you start to finish. And so, with that said, check out my full program because it's going to help you succeed. And if you have any questions about it, there's my phone number right there, 567-698-8867. But let's go ahead and let's get to the action here. So with that, bears are active in the summer but dormant in the winter. Dormant most nearly means what? Okay, here's the thing. This is an example of a sentence question on the word knowledge. The easiest way to handle these are, going through your 5-step progression. Your 5-step progression, this is something I teach in my word knowledge study guide, so check out that study guide in our website. It's free for everybody. But here's the 5 steps. 1, do I know the word? That's always the first question. Do I absolutely know this word? Sometimes it's going to say yes, sometimes it'll be a no. But if it's a no, then you're going to ask yourself, have I heard the word before in any way? So do I know it? Have I heard it? Have I heard it in any way, shape, or form? Well, also, if I haven't heard it then, are there any prefixes or suffixes that I can use? Prefix, suffix, or even a root word that I can recognize? Is there anything about this word that I can break down? Okay, well, what if not again? If not again, well, if it's a sentence question like it is here, this is going to be very, very, very useful. Because in a sentence question, you want to ask yourself, hey, can I plug the word in? Can I plug the answers in to make it make sense? Plug the answers in, or also read around the word. Context clues. Try to use context clues. But if nothing of this works, if none of that works, then that's when you are allowed to take a guess. That's when you're allowed to take a guess. So look at this. I don't want you taking a guess until you've gone through these 5 steps. You have about 30 seconds per question on the word knowledge, so you have no time to waste. And what I mean by no time to waste, I mean, you have 0 time at all to be like, man, it could be A or could be B, I don't know, when you haven't tried any of these strategies out. By using these strategies, you curb that anxiety, you replace the anxiety and the freak out with actual action and strategy. And you want that. You want to go in a direction, not just aimlessly going, I don't know what's going on. So here we go. Dormant. Do I know it? Well, I'm going to pretend I don't. Have I heard it? Okay, have I heard the word dormant? Maybe like a dormant volcano, maybe like, a dormant, something that's dormant. Dormant volcano, what is that? That's like an inactive volcano, right? Like a sleeping volcano. Okay. Then prefixes, suffixes, root words. Let's say we can't recognize them here. Plug in the answers or context clues. Okay, let's read around the word. Let's try that out. Let me just go ahead and cross out the word and let me just read around it. So bears are active in the summer, but blank in the winter. So the word but typically means you're going to talk about the opposite. So active in the summer. So I'm going to assume that means inactive in the winter. That would make sense. That's a good context clue to use, right? And you can plug in the answers. Bears are active in the summer, but concealed in the winter. Bears are active in the summer, but slumbering in the winter. Oh yeah, that fits. That absolutely fits. Bears are active in the summer, but apathetic in the winter. Apathetic meaning they just don't care or give a darn. Okay, that doesn't really make too much sense at all. Dispassionate doesn't make too much sense either. Active and non-active. Slumbering is the closest iteration of not being active that we can see here. And that's what would make that the strongest answer, which is the correct answer. And so here's what you want to do after you do this. So don't stop this video. Keep watching right now. Let me go ahead and move myself right over here, or make myself a little smaller so you can go ahead and read all of this that's going on. So hello, I'm right at the bottom here. So here's what we're going to do. When it comes to the word knowledge, the way that you learn words is like this. 3 things. 1, yes, you have to know the definition of the word, and that's what a lot of people do when they study with the word knowledge. So you want to be able to define the word and know what it means. But not everybody does steps 2 and 3, and this is how you can guarantee that you're going to learn these words and not memorize them. Remember, if you memorize something, if you don't use it in 2 or 3 days, bye. But if you learn something and understand it, you might remember this 3-4 years from now. So that's the idea. And not everybody does this, and that's why people score low. But the great thing is, the ASVAB is scored competitively. So if they keep scoring low and they keep trying to memorize questions, but you're learning the right way, your score will naturally go up. So after you define the word, you need to make sure you know synonyms, which means other words that mean the same thing. Connect it, make some relationships. So dormant, inactive, sleeping, right? And then you also want to be able to use the word in a sentence. These are the 3 steps to word knowledge success. You need to first define the word to basically know what it means. Synonyms to know exactly how to relate this word to other words. And lastly, using it in a sentence so that you're ready to use it when needed. It's sort of like basically knowing a formula in math, but not knowing how to actually use it. You can memorize your formulas all day, but how many of you actually know how to use these formulas? That's the same thing with word knowledge. Do you know the word and can you use it any way that you need to? So here we go. The definition of dormant is going to be seemingly in a deep sleep. Okay. Another word for it would be slumbering, inactive, right? And then in a sentence, after lying dormant for years, the volcano suddenly erupts. After lying dormant for years, the volcano suddenly erupts. So after being inactive, it blows up and now it's active. And so there it is, my party people. At the end of the day, word knowledge is not a game of chance. You have a lot of power that you don't know about in terms of being able to take responsibility, increase your vocabulary naturally to get the score that you want and that job you deserve. So one more time, if you want to learn more about my program, there's the link right there at the bottom left. Don't hesitate. Go to the link in the description as well, or use my phone number right here. There's my phone number right there at the top, 567-698-8867. I'm Coach Anderson. I've been doing this for quite a long time. I've been teaching for over 10 years and I have a master's degree in education. I know what I'm doing. I know I can help you. So now it's time for you to get out of your own head, take action, and let's ace the ASVAB. I'll see you soon, my party people. Join tonight's class if you can't, or if you can't, go ahead and look forward to next week. There are classes happening 3 times a week, every single week. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.